Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
De Ketelara, and he was quick to react. Kalulu, and it's Serginho. Zanetti.
Atalanta are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Turns back here, probably the best option. Ricci, and De Ketelara, and there's green grass ahead of him. Rafael Leao! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Rafael Leao really looked so good there, didn't he, making his run? Did he rush to finish a bit? Perhaps.
Hernandez, Serginho. Now it's Rafael Leao. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And no surprise, that's a booking. Tries to pass it through. This looks promising. And he's intervened well there. Where? Lookman. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And it's Silamakers. Aimed beyond the defence. DiMarco. Serginho. Lookman. No way through. De Ketelara. A probing pass. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Real chance! Crossbar comes to the rescue. And the finish! Oh, it's a vicious effort. Anguissa. That's the throw. Oh, played through for the wide man. Kalulu is there, and he can get that clear. Looking to play him in. Damian. Rafael Leao did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. De Ketelara. Salmakers. It's a searching pass. Oh, that's well spotted. Serginho is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Atalanta, disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And it's Serginho. Lookman! I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. Atalanta with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Can he finish? And he scores! Atalanta are level. So they have it all to do again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
De Ketelara. Lookman.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And he welcomes it in. And he's managed to get free. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Lookman looking sharp there.
That was a great ball that looked right on the money. Trying to get behind the defence is something that can work well here.
De Ketelara, and this is Inzaghi. Nice looking ball. Floated through. Pass is just off target.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Hernandez. DiMarco. And it's Anguissa. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And the referee says that is that for the first half. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far, so it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. Atalanta kick off the second half. Hernandez. And he goes cross-field.
Good switch, that.
And Kalulu. Hernandez. Serginho. Knocks it into space. Spread neatly.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Salmakers.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And it's Inzaghi. And he's quick to return it. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Rafael Leao. Now it's Van Basten. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Salmakers. Salamakers has been caught there, it's a foul. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card. And it's Salamakers. Good ball, good take. He's in a good position here. He's going for goal! The crowd reaction tells you just how close that was.
Oh, he got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target.
Darmian. Weir. DiMarco. Hernandez. Serginho. Serginho. 60 minutes played. And here's Van Basten. He's having a pop! Fantastic from Van Basten! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And the comeback is complete! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
Atalanta have their lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Rafael Leao. Atalanta have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
And it's Hernandez. Akanji does really well there, he is strong. De Ketelara. Tomori. That's a shade optimistic.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Rafael Leao. Serginho. He shifted it to the flank. Oh, played right into his path. Oh, good claim by the keeper. He's certainly earned his keep there. Mignon, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
I'm not sure the shot...
Tries one from range! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Sostituzione per il Milan, numero 30, lascia il campo per il numero 14, Modric.
Hernandez. And it's Damian. Plays the return pass. DiMarco. And Anguissa. And it's DiMarco. Hernandez. And it's Hernandez. It's not an especially good pass, that. Damian. Anguissa. And it's Serginho. He's had it taken off him. Ricci. And it's Sailamakers. Now it's Inzaghi. Ricci is onto this.
Milan really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
And this is Van Basten. Rafael Leao. He has found chance! It's in! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Atalanta have surely won it, or so you would think.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Kalulu. Atalanta clearly now in lead present. So that's it. It is all over. Perfect result, perfect outcome. A test passed with flying colours. Your reflections then, Jim?
Atalanta really deserve a lot of credit for what I'm sure would be a real confidence-boosting win. Such a huge game being played. There were so many